Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans and the Gulf Coast in the summer of 2005. It caused immediate and significant damage not only to the region's economy, but to the country's as well. The 2005 hurricane season set new records as the busiest, with 28 named hurricanes and tropical storms, and the most destructive among them was Katrina. With more than $61 billion in total losses from the multitude of storms, Hurricane Katrina caused the greatest amount of misery. Insured losses from Katrina alone totaled more than $40 billion, according to the Insurance Information Institute. That was nearly double the amount of damage caused by the previous record holder, Hurricane Andrew, which hit in 1992. Andrew left a wake of destruction in South Florida that totaled more than $21 billion in insured losses. More than 200,000 homes in Katrina, mostly in New Orleans and the surrounding area, were destroyed by the hurricane, far surpassing any previous disaster. The rebuilding process began about a year later. The nation's economy absorbed the shock from the storm and returned to growth mode. Many in the hurricane's path were not so lucky, however. The U.S. economy rebounded from Katrina, even though the region hit by the storm has not completely yet. This demonstrated how resilient the U.S. economy is, regardless of what one region suffers. Thousands of people lost their jobs and were forced to move to other cities. Oil production and refining operations shut down for weeks. Gas prices soared, along with energy prices, and close to 2.3 million people were left without power. The port of New Orleans was also damaged, disrupting the nation's shipping industry. As devastating as Hurricane Katrina was for the country and its economy, it will have substantial and long-term effects on the economies of southern Louisiana and Mississippi. But given that those two states account for only 2% of U.S. gross domestic product, the effects on the national economy are far less dramatic than the effects on the regions. Since the storm, a number of economic forecasters have adjusted their predictions to reflect its effect. Most indicate that as a result of the storm, national economic growth is expected to be 0.5 to 1% slower than the second half of 2005.